Hey boys and girls on the interwebs, my name's Ian.
And I'm Lindsay.
And welcome to Ballroom Blitz. Hello again, Ballroom Blitzers. Once again today we are in the world of Samba. We are continuing our Criss-Cross journey. We're going to be building on the Criss-Cross Voltas video from last time. Today we're going to be doing Criss-Cross Bota Fogos. I'm going to leave a link to the Criss-Cross Voltas video in the description because there's a lot of setup and a lot of exits that are exactly the same. So rather than repeating them here, I recommend checking out that video because these are, I guess, the two main options that you will go through when you get to your Criss-Cross ready position. So we're going to jump into the Bota Fogo aspect. If you want to have a look at the sidewalk to set it up, check out the previous video. And again, recommendations for exits, check out that video as well. So let's get into the Criss-Cross Bota Fogos. Like with Criss-Cross Voltas, both sides are very much the same. So it just depends which side you're on for the lead and follow. There's a few nuances for the leaders to learn, but it doesn't really affect the actual actions that we're going to do. So we're going to go through a few do's and don'ts for your Bota Fogos because we have covered the Bota Fogo action and a variety of those already. Again, I'll leave some links in the description. And this way we get a good crisscross and a good travel down the floor without oscillating on the spot. So let's start with how the leader would have set this up in 99% of cases. They'll have their weight on their right foot. They'll be ready to walk outside on the left, perform the Bota Fogo. That would be their Criss. And then we do the opposite and we would step across and we would cross. Now, what are we not trying to do? Sometimes that's probably easier to highlight what we're not trying to do, and that gives you a good visual for your own troubleshooting. First of all, your Bota Fogo should really feel like you can do a forward walk. This is sometimes a bit tricky with your partner there because obviously if you do a straightforward walk and they don't move, you sort of bash into them. So the tendency there is to then either turn and walk too square towards the wall or to step too much across yourself and sort of end up in this very weird overdone vault position that isn't really a forward walk. So we do want to let the follow go forward a little bit, but that's again nuances that you can play around with. We want to return to this idea of our Samba walk forward. And now we're going to make sure that we poke our foot to the side and we don't overturn and poke it out and having turned about a quarter already. We're going to poke it out to the side and then we're going to leverage off this toe to realign so that our next forward walk is in the cross position. So we've walked on a 45, if you like, a diagonal. We've turned about 90 degrees here so that this walk can come forward. So we want to make sure that our step, if you like, our little toe replacement step is really, really light. We don't want to put too much weight on it. That's the same for all Bota Fogos. And here we really just want to use it as that moment of change direction. So here my legs are much straighter. I haven't twisted and stepped out to the side here or thrown my weight onto it too much. And as long as you do this, your Bota Fogos are nice and compact. You don't get this big wave of crisscrossing where you sometimes have to let go and your partner seems to have gone really far away. And just remember, just like in the Voltas, if we are crisscrossing together, you don't have to get to the other side of your partner. They're moving as well. So you just have to get to roughly where they are, which means that if you still have contact with them, it's quite small. 1, 2, 1, 2. And you can make a zigzag down the line and you're crisscrossing over that line and your partner is doing the same thing. So if we add a follower into this picture, another partner, you can see that I've led the follow slightly ahead of me, so there's a little bit more space, but we're keeping things nice and compact. The exact nature of your hands will change. I have some Ianisms. Your instructor will give you some of their isms and you will develop your own thing. Really the main point here is you want to make sure that you work on your communication so the follow knows you're doing a Bota Fogo and not a Volta, and that's a whole video in itself, but I'll just drop that there. And that way, then we just want to make sure that we're keeping it nice and compact. So we lead out and we have our step, Bota Fogo, step, Bota Fogo. And if you can do one aside, we can do any number. And then here you would kind of decide which exit you're going to use. Simple whisks, walks, there's a variety of things that you can do. And if you're using this as part of a pre-arranged choreographed sequence, it gives you even more options. But all your exits should be just as leadable as any other figure. Of course, in standard Bota Fogo fashion, whichever foot you move first, you are going to end up weighted on that foot. So over the figures, you are going to be exchanging right and left. So we often count that something like left, are left, and then right are right, and that's totally fine. I think it's a real benefit though when you're learning with your Bota Fogos, and particularly these ones, to keep them nice and compact and not waver too much. Give as little weight to that up step as possible. So you can almost count it, whether it's in your head or out loud for you and your partner's benefit, something like left, left, right, right. And it's a helpful mentalist trick just to make sure you don't give too much to that little step and just keep it in check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There you go, ladies and gents, Sambaras wherever you are. Some nice and easy crisscross Bota Fogos. It's doing all the same things that we were talking about in our Criss-Cross Voltas video, and doing all the same things, following all the same principles for that Bota Fogo action. Just highlighting, no matter what type of Bota Fogo you do, it always has the same principles. So give it a go, keep it nice and compact. There is no rush to bound down the floor. Keep in good control with you and your partner. Don't over twist those hips, and have a lot of fun. Remember, Samba is the ultimate party dance. If you're not stepping on the floor, giving it a go and having fun, you're not doing it right from the start. So put a smile on your face, get up, shake those hips, have some fun, have a laugh, give it a go, enjoy your Samba wherever you are. Until next time, let us know what you like about the videos. Let us know if there's any moves or walkthroughs you want to see coming up on the channel. But for now, from us, thank you and keep dancing. Well, guys and girls, that's it for today's Blitz. Don't forget to like,
comment,
share,
and subscribe.
Keep dancing.